Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys asked. I did like a poll on my IG story a few days ago for you guys to ask me questions, and you guys did, so I'm going to go through those. And I'm also going to be doing my skincare routine at the same time. I have some new products that I've been using recently, so I'm going to be using those today, just going through that and then answering the questions that you guys asked on my Instagram. And yeah, let's get into the Q&A. Okay, so before I say the first question, I'll just let you guys know what I'm using, and I'll also put all of the products that I'm using in the description box below as well. But first, I'm taking these organic cotton pads. These are by Sephora, like by Sephora collection. And I'm going to take my KIEHL'S Ultra Facial Toner. I bought this recently and I really like it. It's really soothing, it's really good, and it's moisturizing as well. And then also, just to cleanse my face, I use the Truth Juice cleanser from OLE HENRIKSEN. And then also, just for removing my makeup, just for like updated skincare, I've been using this micellar water. I don't know how to say it exactly, but it's from Drunk Elephant. So I'll just use like a cotton pad, and I've been using this to wipe off my makeup and then the cleanser after. Just if anyone wants to know my updated routine, but I'm gonna go in with the cleanser. And the first question is, what are you studying in school? So I recently graduated from school, which is really exciting, but I studied health science in university, and then yeah, I just recently graduated. And then after this, I also want to do my master's, and I want to do my master's in public health in about a year or so. So I studied health science, and then I'm going to be getting my master's in public health. So that's what I did in school. And then the next question is, where did I get my hair cut? So my mom actually cut my hair for me. And she did a really good job, because she's not a professional hairstylist or anything. She hasn't like cut anyone's hair like this before. And so I just went on YouTube and looked up like videos of people cutting their hair, and I put it together in a playlist and I gave that to her, and she was able to cut my hair, and she did a really good job. And the next question is still to do with cutting my hair. It says, do you regret cutting your hair? And I actually don't. I honestly prefer the way that my short hair looks compared to how it was before. I did like my hair longer, but the short hair is just less maintenance. Like, I washed my hair today. I have a conditioner in right now, but wash day is so much faster. It's so much quicker. It's so much easier. Wake up in the morning and it's just easier to style it because it's shorter. Everything is better, and I just like the way that it looks, so I don't regret it at all. And I think I'm going to keep my short hair for a while. It's growing out a little bit now, and I'm going to cut it again so that I can keep it short because I really like it. Now I'm going to go in with my serum. This is from OLE HENRIKSEN. It's their Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. But the next question I got is, do you prefer tea or coffee? I prefer tea for sure. I drink tea basically every single day. It's part of my like daily routine. It's just really relaxing. I do drink coffee as well, but not as much. I mainly drink it if I'm going to work or if I have to wake up really early, but it's not like a daily thing, so definitely tea. And then the next question, the next question was, what does a typical day in my life look like? So usually it's just going to work, coming back home, but for example today I didn't have work, so I went to the gym in the morning, came back, I washed my hair, put conditioner in, and then I'm filming this video, and then after I'm gonna take some pictures for Instagram, because I want to take some pictures of like the different products that I use, just so that my Instagram has like more diverse photos, I guess. Then also, one thing that's like consistent in like my daily routine is, number one, making a cup of tea like towards the end of the day. I watch The Office, and then also doing like my devotion slash journaling time. So I got like a sketchbook from Michael's that I use for my devotions, and that's one thing that is like consistent in my day-to-day routine, but depending on whether I'm working or not or what plans I have, it changes. But for example, that's what I did today. But my journaling and stuff, that's like consistent every single day. Okay, and then the next question is, what would you do with the rest of your life if you knew that you could not fail? So honestly, I would probably do what I'm doing right now. So I want to get my master's in public health. After I do get my master's, I want to work like evaluating public health policy. I'm just taking my Clinique dramatically different hydrating jelly, and I have the orange cartridge in there, which is for, I think it's for energizing and reviving glow. They have different cartridges that you can add to the moisturizer, but yeah, so I want to work evaluating public health policy and seeing how it can be changed, how it can be made more effective, and like focusing specifically on like Black communities and what type of policies need to be put in place just to better our overall health and well-being. And then also working with like youth and young adults, and evaluating, just evaluating different public health policies. So not just like physical health, but also like mental health. So one thing I want to do for sure is like working with youth and young adults, students in secondary and post-secondary school, and just seeing like what different policies and like interventions can be put in place just to make sure that everyone has access to the care that they need. So yeah, like that's what I'm working towards studying. That's what I'm studying towards, and that's what I would want to do for the rest of my life. And so yeah, I feel like I'm doing what I would want to do if I couldn't fail, which is pretty good. And I also want to keep like content creating, photography. What is your favorite go-to meal? That's a hard one because I feel like I don't know if I specifically have one. I would say one thing that I do really like is sushi, but like specifically like California rolls and yam tempura roll, and then like chicken teriyaki. I like that a lot. But then I also really like vegetables, so like stir-fry vegetables is really good. I like roasted potatoes, chicken. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like my go-to meal is either like sushi if I'm eating out, but if it's from home, then I really like stir-fry veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, bell peppers, stir-fry with those, and then like those small like potatoes, you like cut them up, you can roast those, and then like grilled chicken, that's what I really like to eat. Or like jollof rice is good too. But I feel like the veggies, like for sure, that's my go-to. And then the next question was, what's one of the biggest lessons that I have learned? So I feel like when I read this question, there was like different things that came to mind, but I'll say like two of them. So I feel like the first thing has to do with my relationship with God. I feel like one thing I've learned is that there's like nothing and no one that can like give you the same fulfillment and like satisfaction and peace that a relationship with God brings. And like there's nothing that can replace that. Obviously, like it's important to, you know, be in relationship with others and fellowship with others, and take advice from other people. That's all really great, but there's like nothing that compares to having a relationship with God. And I would say that's like the biggest thing that I've learned. And I feel like another thing that I'm also learning is the importance of surrounding yourself with good people. I feel like I talk about this a lot. Like it's just really important to surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you, who are going to motivate you, keep you going on the right path, people who will keep you accountable, like people who you can rely on and they can rely on you. It's so important, because the people that you surround yourself with has such a big effect on you. Like I'm sure, let's say you're spending a lot of time around a certain person. After some time, you start to notice that like maybe you start saying things that they say, or you start like using the same terms that they use. Like you slowly start becoming the people who you surround yourself with. And so it's so important to make sure that like whoever you're surrounding yourself with is also in line with what you want to do in your life. Okay, so after my moisturizer, I'm gonna go in with my sunscreen. I recently got this sunscreen from the BODYSHOP. It's their Vitamin E Moisture Protect Emulsion with SPF 30. And yeah, I got this because I was looking for a sunscreen that wouldn't irritate my skin, but that dried clear as well, and that wasn't like super expensive, because I got a sunscreen from Walmart and it said that it dried clear, like it said on the bottle like, oh, dries clear, has no white cast, but it was really ashy. So I've been using this one recently and I really like it. Let me see the next question. Okay, the next question is, what would you say is your best attribute? I feel like one of the things that I would say is my best attribute is how like disciplined or determined I can be. So like if there's certain goals that I want to reach, I feel like I'm good at reaching those goals, like kind of mapping out how to get there, what steps I need to take, what steps I need to take to get there, and actually taking those steps. So that's one thing that I really like, how determined I am at like reaching certain goals that I've set for myself. The next question is, what's your favorite Black-owned business and why? I feel like my favorite that I can think of off the top of my head, there's more that I like, but the first one that comes to my mind is Fenty Beauty. And I kind of explained this in my Black-owned business, like full face of Black-owned business makeup tutorial, which I'll link at like the card on the top if you haven't seen that. But I really like Fenty Beauty. It's not 100% Black owned because it is under Kendo. I think it's Kendo Cosmetics, or maybe it's just Kendo, something like that. But it's under like the branch of a bigger corporation or company. So it's not like 100% owned by Rihanna herself. But the reason I say it's my favorite is because since they like first came out with their brand, they always catered to like so many different skin tones, undertones. Like their range of their foundations that they first came out with was amazing, and they even extended it after 2. And like since then, every launch that they've done has just been consistent with making sure that like there's products for everybody. And I think that's really important, and it's also very admirable because not a lot of brands do that. So that for sure is like the first brand that I can think of. And the last 2 questions, or the last question, it says, when did you start your natural hair journey? So I have a whole video on my natural hair journey. I will also put that on the little card here. It's an older video, but it still like gives the same information. When I say older, it's like the quality is not the same, but it still gives like all the information. So I first went natural, now I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure it was like in 2014 or 2013. Yeah, so like 6 or 7 years ago is when I first went natural. And obviously I cut my hair recently, but that's when I first went natural. If you want more information on like my whole natural hair journey, I will link that above, like I said before. But yeah, that's when I started. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the questions today, and that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little Q&A / skincare routine. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Also leave me a comment down below letting me know what you thought, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye!